Welcome to Storm Streams. This is the first forecast video that I've made, and it's also the first day of the 2021 hurricane season. So, hopefully this season isn't as bad as the last one, which is somewhat what they're saying. So, we will see different things on this video. So, on these videos, I will just have these tabs open, as you can see. Nothing fancy here with editing. I don't have time to invest in that. And something to note is that I'm not trying to tell you what to do in certain situations. This is just an observation. That's what these videos are. So if you feel that you're in danger, I've said that before, but on the intro video, but see local authorities and figure out what you need to do, because there may be some things I miss because I'm no professional. But let's first see this. So we have some watches and warnings in effect right now. This is last updated, well, that says 1556, but that's not. This is last updated at, that would be 11:56 Eastern, and then 10:09:08 wherever you are in the country. So I'm mostly just going to specialize in the mainland USA, because these are where the weather events happen and that I'm going to be talking about. So let's see, what do we have here? Well, luckily there's not anything with the East Coast right now. I'm in South Carolina. That's where I am. So I'll try to remember to focus on things from the West too, but I know the most about things on the East because that's where I've lived my whole life. But let's see what we have. So over here in the West, we have a lot of heat warnings in effect, especially in California. And I will talk about watch out areas. That's what I'll do each day, to tell you what things to watch out for. So we got a lot of heat issues here. That's typical for this time of year, but there are some heat problems, and there was a heat wave that came through some of the eastern states, but it is now done and rain is expected soon. There's a flash flood warning for Missouri and Arkansas and other flood issues in surrounding states. But the weather doesn't seem to be too bad today for America. Well, I mean, there's heat problems, but there's not much severe weather right now, at least. So we have some severe weather outlooks, and I'm going to click on the day one outlook. So we can see that the severe weather is not a high risk, luckily, but there is a marginal risk for parts of Louisiana, Texas, New Mexico, and possibly these other places in the light green, but that's pretty unlikely. So we see that there. Now we have tornado. That's good. There's not a high chance anywhere of tornadoes, and that's a good thing because there were a lot of tornadoes recently in areas of the Midwest. Now there can be some wind problems in these same areas where we saw here, and then hail. There could be some hail in western Texas and eastern New Mexico. I think I'll mostly just look at the one-day risk, but we can skip ahead to some thunderstorm outlooks. Let's see this. So, the thunderstorm outlooks, well, we see that there could be some thunderstorms for, well, there's a high risk for Louisiana. So, watch out there. There could be some severe storms. And then still over here, in some of the western states, there could be thunderstorms, but none in the eastern United States, really. It's not looking like there's going to be much thunderstorms today. Okay, so we will look at some the view of some fronts that we have here, and we can see that we have various fronts that can tell why the conditions will happen that I just talked about. We see there's fronts, and there currently is some rain in Arkansas and Missouri, which shows why there may be some flash flood warnings. And when was this last updated? Can't see where it says. Well, this may be slightly outdated. It at least was today. It says June 1st, but I don't know how updated this is. So here is an article that I pulled up about what is predicted for hurricane season. So we can see that it may not be as bad as 2020, but there is a 60% chance of above normal season. Now, 2020 was definitely above normal, but so it's likely that this will be an active season. There may be up to 20 named storms, 10 of those possibly being hurricanes, and even 5 being major hurricanes. Not so good. So let's keep an eye out for that, but there probably won't be much activity soon, but it may peak in the next months. And here are the names. So far this season, we've had one tropical storm, Anna, that formed on May 22nd. And then Bill is expected to form possibly in the next few days. That's all for that. Now the hurricane outlook, luckily no activity is expected in the next 48 hours. That's good. But some activity may be expected in the next few days. And I'm not going to look much at the Pacific. I apologize for that if that's what you are interested in. I mean, we do have Blanca there, but we're mostly talking about the Atlantic. And then we can see here that what we've had so far, we've had Anna, was only lasted 3 days, was only a tropical storm, had 45 miles per hour winds, so it wasn't that strong, and it affected Bermuda, but no damage or deaths, so that's good. Sorry. Then here are the locations that I classify as with the locations that have the most active weather. Well, not potentially the most active weather, but but locations that have different, like, I don't know how to put this. These are just locations that we'll look at here at times that have various different weather common there that could be severe. Now that's not to say that like we see no red dots here, that doesn't mean there's not bad weather there sometimes, but we can see that I have a lot of dots around here for tornadoes and a lot here for hurricanes, and then so that's one thing. Alright, the last thing that I'll say is what I said that I'll do each day, the watch out areas. So these are areas that if you live in, you may need to watch out for some bad weather that may be there. So the codes there, I'm not going to read that out, but in case you're wondering what that meant. And in case you somehow don't know the state abbreviations, here they are. That doesn't include Hawaii and Alaska, sorry. So I have 5 different locations that I think you may need to watch out for today. California, Central California, you have heat warnings there, so you need to be careful and make sure you drink water there. Then Arkansas, northern Arkansas, I could have said southern Missouri also. Watch out for flash floods there. Texas, western Texas, and eastern New Mexico, you may see some thunderstorms soon, or possibly even some hail in the next few days. And then in northern Louisiana, thunderstorms are expected today, so watch out for that. And with that, that'll be the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe so this channel can grow. Thank you for watching.